Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my full face makeup tutorial using only and all of the makeup products that I got in my December 2021 IPSY Glam bags and BoxyCharm boxes. I seriously have everything I need in front of me to do a full face makeup look, and it has been many months since I've been able to do this. I used to separate my full face tutorials with just IPSY and just BoxyCharm, but if I combine them both together this month, I have everything I need and I am so excited. So I already have my unbaggings and my unboxings of both of the IPSY Glam bags and both of my BoxyCharm boxes up here on my YouTube channel, and I also now have all of the full dedicated review videos up on my YouTube channel of all of these makeup products that I got. So if you're interested in a little bit more information on any of the products I use, you can see a whole dedicated video here on my YouTube channel. So I want to just jump right in and get started because I have a lot of products I'm so excited to use, but I want to call out that I did not get my primer that I was supposed to get, which is the product that I would be reaching for right now as my first product. I was supposed to get the Rodial Glass Primer, I think it was called, in IPSY Glam Bag Plus, and it was just missing from my bag. So I did reach out to IPSY and they're sending me a replacement, but who knows how long that's going to take. So I'm just going to jump right into my foundation. The Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. I'm just going to pour some out onto the back of my hand here. So I'm the type of person that prefers to apply pretty much all of my products with a makeup sponge. But with this Bite Beauty Changemaker Foundation, I have found that it works best with a foundation brush. So I am just going to apply this all over my face. And yes, it's not the best shade match for me right now. Once I start doing some sunless tanning, it should match a little better. And this was my fault because I chose this shade for myself based off of BoxyCharm and what they had available left. But I think we're going to be able to make it work, especially with the light concealer that I got this month. Oh my goodness, maybe I am just out of shape, but I am getting an arm workout applying my foundation all over with a brush. This is a lot of work. I'm used to using a sponge. Maybe that's easier. But okay. Foundation is pretty much all applied, and I have more of a light to medium coverage going on here right now just because it's not the best shade match for me. But to help even out my skin tone a bit. And now I'm going to be moving on to my Jekka Black Liquid Concealer. And this, surprisingly, is another product that I don't use my sponge for. But actually, before I use the concealer, I am going to use this sponge that I got this month, the Elena Bedreau Luxury Beauty Sponge. I got in this 2-pack here, and I've been using this one every single day since I tried it out. I've been really liking it, and I'm just blending, smoothing everything out with the foundation because I did notice a few brush marks left behind, so just to smooth it all over. But when it comes to this Jekka Black Concealer, I actually prefer to use this with my fingers. I found that to be the best application. I forgot how messy this is and how much I dislike the packaging. It all just came out, so as per usual with this concealer, I think I have taken way too much. So good thing I have some lighter coverage foundation going on because I'm gonna just blend the concealer all the way down my cheeks as well. But it's a really great coverage concealer, and I like this shade. It's very thin, so I have found that it blends out best with my finger, but that I kind of wait a little bit for it to start setting down as I continue to blend. But when I tried this out and I did my wear test, I did notice that as the day goes on, it gets very matte. And if you have dry skin, it does show dryness. So I wasn't too excited about the texture of my under eyes as the day went on. It didn't stay as smooth as it looks when I first apply it. It just didn't stay as hydrated. And I'm very picky about my under eyes. I want them to look smooth and hydrated. And unfortunately, this concealer becomes very matte. But see, a little goes a long way. I feel like I am covered in concealer right now, but it's beautiful full coverage at least. And even bringing it down onto my cheek, I have coverage now over the redness in my cheeks. Gives me this good coverage down the center of my face as well. And it sets down, so now it feels like it's kind of like gotten a little bit thicker. So now I feel like I can blend it out easier, and it definitely is best to use my finger. I feel like you need that warmth from the finger to really smooth it over. When I tried to blend this concealer out with my sponge, it just created so much texture. So once I have it all blended out, I'll just go back in with the sponge and blend out the edges here. Smooth over any excess. But this definitely helped to lighten up that foundation a bit as well. But this concealer also creases, so I should quickly move on to my next product. And this is the Vise Art Seamless Setting Powder. And I just was not too impressed with this powder. Definitely not impressed by the packaging. It's expensive, and I just don't see that it's worth that. So here's the packaging and the lid. Like, I would want to tap some off into the lid, but it has this raised part in the middle that you can't even do that. The sifter doesn't come out, so I just kind of tapped some in there. This powder also, it's like impossible to bake with. It's very messy. It's gonna look like it snowed in here. But it does smooth over the makeup nicely to really help get rid of any creasing that was already happening pretty badly with this concealer under my eyes. So I do like the filtered, blurred effect that this setting powder has. But it's just very messy, and I don't love the packaging. And because of that, I have found better setting powders. But it's not so bad that I cannot use it. And so I am just going to set all of those areas that I put the concealer, and I like applying this, as you can see, with my dampened sponge. And I'm just gonna lightly apply some all over the rest of my face, since this does have such a beautiful smoothing effect. And I'm gonna be putting other products on top of this, like my blush and my bronzer and all of that. So then I'll have a nice smooth surface for that. Prevent any fine line creasing around my mouth there. And okay, what do we think? I've got my base on now. I feel like the shade color matching is much better now. My skin tone looks evened out, but we're about to change that with some bronzer and blush, but I am happy with my base and the products all working together. All right, next, going into my Kenya Ontiveros Beauty Glow and Go Kit. I love this palette. I love the look I created in my video where I used pretty much all of the shades, did a full face from the bronzing to the eyeshadow, blush, highlighter, all that looked so beautiful. So I'm now going to pick up the bronzer shade, which I really liked. And I'm going to apply this all around my face, warm up the complection, Give a little contour on the cheeks, top of the forehead. I just feel like this is a really beautiful shade that blends out so beautifully. It looks so smooth. It has good pigment, but not too pigmented. So I feel like it works nicely for my fair skin tone. Ooh, I just love how that transformed the kind of shape of my face, the sun-kissed warmth to my face. It's such a nice bronzer. All of the shades in here are so nice, and I love the eyeshadow shades as well, but I think I'm going to use my Shayna B Miami Nights palette for the eyes, along with my YC Collection highlighter, which did not really work well for my cheeks as a highlighter, but I'm going to use this on the eyes today. So just going to stick with the face products here. I'm going to pick up this shade Joy for the highlight. Just going to use my finger. And I surprisingly love this shade for a highlight. It has pink to it and also kind of some shimmer, but I just think it's the most flattering shade with the pink and the gold. I love how that looks. It's buildable. I just think it gives such a pretty glow to the skin. Easy to blend. There we go. Oh my goodness, I am loving my complexion right now. This palette is probably one of my favorite products I got this month. I was just so impressed by it, and you can do so much with it. And now for blush, I got this Ofra blush in the shade Chameleon, which was actually so impressive. And I'm gonna apply it with the brush that I have really been enjoying that I got in IPSY. This is from SL Miss Glam. The small powder BB5 brush works great with this blush here. And I can really focus this flush of color right here. And it's a shade that I may have felt was a little too pink for me usually, but I've actually been really liking this shade. It definitely gives a lot of life to the cheeks, a lot of flushed effect, which is really pretty. I feel like it's a very flattering shade to just really look natural, like a natural flush. I like it. Like, it definitely gives life to my face now. So I guess the one product that I am missing, well, besides the primer that I didn't get, I was supposed to have, but is a setting spray. So I feel like my whole complexion is done now, except for some setting spray, but really I think I'm good to go without it because I was able to set my whole face with a powder. So I'm excited to move on to my eyes now, dipping into the Miami Nights palette. I'm gonna do some brow and inner corner highlight with this shade in the corner here, which is such a unique and beautiful tone. It's called Ice Palace, and it really is an icy highlight that's super bright, but not shimmery. So it really does highlight beautifully. I just find it really unique, and I love the tone of it. And this palette has this incredible silver glitter here, which I am so amazed by. I'm not going to use that in this look today because I'm going to use the highlighter on my lid, but in my tutorial with this palette, I use that silver shimmer, and it is so good. But so I'm going to pick up this matte brown shade to blend here in the crease. And these are just such pigmented, blendable shades. They're really easy to work with. I think that looks so beautiful, really gives a lot of dimension to the eye. a beautiful mauve color. And next, I think I'm going to pick up this pretty Bay Harbor shimmer. Just with my finger, tap this into that outer third of the lid. So easy to apply, so pigmented. Now just blending that outer corner. And now picking up the YC Collection Vintage shade of highlight. And this has a lot of like shimmer sparkle to it, and it's this gold shade, so just a little too dark for my skin tone. And I'm not usually too big into a shimmery sparkly highlight, but of course I love a shimmery sparkly eyeshadow. So I like this on the eye. It's maybe not quite as opaque as I would want it to be in an eyeshadow of this shade, but I think it works and it looks really pretty with these other eyeshadows on my lid. Just to add a little bit more shimmer, a little bit of a lighter shade for the inner corner to help open my eyes. So I feel like it's a really easy eyeshadow shade to work with. And there we go. A pretty yet shimmery, easy eyeshadow look that now I can add some eyeliner and really awesome mascara to make it a little bit more, I guess, intricate looking, a little bit more exciting than just 3 eyeshadow shades. So I actually got 3 eyeliner pencils this month. I got this Persona eyeliner in black, and this is such an amazing eyeliner. It actually sticks on the waterline. It's so creamy, it glides right on. So I'm gonna use this on my upper lash line, but I'm just gonna focus it in the outer section of my upper lash line. I'm not gonna go all the way across. It's a pretty intense black eyeliner that you only lightly need to touch to the eye to get that full opaque color, and it's very creamy. So to try and keep this eye look not too, I guess, dramatic, I'm going to just focus this on that outer section there, and now I'm gonna blend it out with a brush. And I'll just smoke this a bit. But I could not believe how impressed I was when I reviewed this eyeliner, because I was not too excited, honestly, to get another black eyeliner. But this is just so good. All right, there we go. But that set the bar really high for when I was trying out the Transluce Intenso liners. So the black eyeliner I really wasn't impressed with, but I got the shade Accomplished, which I think is really pretty. It's like a copper metallic shade, which I like for the lower lash line, and I think it will look nice with this eyeshadow look. And it has a nice soft gel formula that's easy to glide on. Good pigment. So I'm just gonna also blend that out a little bit. I'm just not into like a regular pencil liner. I just like it to be a little bit more blended out, smoked out, kind of like an eyeshadow effect. And yeah, I'm using that same brush that has a little bit of black eyeliner on it still, and I actually really like this effect. Darken this up a little bit. Make it a little bit more cohesive with the top lash line. But oh my gosh, I'm really loving how my makeup look is coming together. And it's crazy to think that I have more IPSY and BoxyCharm boxes that are gonna be here any moment now for January. And I have so much makeup, but I can't help myself. You know, I love it so much. And I got 2 mascaras. I got the Pure Fully Charged Mascara, powered by magnetic technology. And I was not as impressed by this mascara as I was hoping, but I think if I use it with the other mascara I get, My lashes are going to be looking really impressive. And so I hope that everyone had a great holiday season, is excited for 2022. Let me know what your New Year resolutions are. I love setting New Year resolutions and goals. I actually still don't even really know specifically what my New Year resolutions and goals are, but I got a goal journal for Christmas that I'm really excited to use. So I have to figure out what those goals are so that I can work towards them. Of course, I'll have some YouTube goals because I love my YouTube viewers and my YouTube channel. So definitely plan to continue this into 2022. Let me know what you want to see on my channel if you have any suggestions as well. I did get a little mascara on the eyelid. Let's see if I can just blend that away. I love when a mascara doesn't smudge, so when I do get it on my eyelids, which seems to be inevitable, if I can just let it dry, I can just brush it away. I should have let that part dry a little bit more. But look at this eye makeup look. Oh my gosh, I think it's so flattering. But okay, now the other mascara I got is from Stila, the Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. So good. I love this mascara. It truly gives so much volume. So applying this on top, yes, just bringing these lashes to the next level, enhancing the eyes. So dark too. All right, and now I would say that eye makeup is done, and I'm loving how my makeup is looking, but we've got two things that I've not done yet that I think still really throws off the whole look. First of all, brows. And I got a brow product that I love, and I'm so excited to finally have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe. And it's the combo that came with the 7B angled brush with the spoolie. So perfect, so easy to use. I've been loving it. So first things first, I'm brushing through my brows, which were such a mess. And you seriously need the teeniest little bit. Like, I'm just picking up from the lid here. You don't need, think of how much you probably expect to need and take like half of that. It's just so amazing how little goes a long way and how long this is going to be able to last me. And I just love this perfect taupe shade for me. Like, I'm so glad I found my perfect shade in Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I've gotten a bunch of different products in this shade, and they're all the same taupe shade, thank goodness. So I love that. Just shaping and filling in my brows. I do it so quickly now, just like really second nature, just knowing what shape I want to create for each of my brows, filling it in, trying to keep it a little bit lighter in the front here, bit of an ombre effect, and then brush it through the spoolie. Sometimes I use my finger to shape any areas around it, but love it. Look at that difference though. If I stop here with my brow filled in versus without it, I just can't get over the difference that it makes. And just doing the same thing here on the other eye. And I love the pomade because I don't even use a brow gel with this. It's like my brow pencil and brow gel 2-in-1. Okay, my brows are filled in. I've been looking at them too long. I just need to move on to something else. I just feel like when I'm using this pomade, maybe more so than with a pencil, I just get so picky in particular because you can get so precise with this that I just start to drive myself crazy comparing the two brows, and they look good enough. I can move on to lips. So I got these lip liners from the brand EVO Beauty that I love, and I got a red one and then this Val shade. I'm gonna go for the Val shade today. I think this is gonna look really good with the eye makeup. As you can see, it's really similar to my natural lip color, so it also works for overlining, which I do on my top lip here. And it's so creamy, it just glides right on. And there I can fake a little bit more symmetry in my lips. And since this shade is so similar to my natural lip color, I can use this particular lip liner shade with pretty much any lip product. So, like for example, this one here, my last product that I have left to use in this full face look, the Seraphine Botanicals Cranberry and Dew Dewy Lip Remedy, which, gosh, my lips are very dry right now and they need a lip remedy, but unfortunately, this lip remedy does not heal and moisturize my lips the way I was hoping and expecting. So it's okay, but it's not enough for my dry lips. But now I have the look of more of a natural nude type of lip shade for me. And my lips still have like that chapped texture going on, but they feel more comfortable and there's a little bit of sheen. So it's fine. It completes the look. And speaking of completing the look, here is my completed makeup look using only makeup that I got in my December 2021 IPSY and BoxyCharm subscription boxes. And I love it. I love my makeup look. It's cohesive. This is a longer video, but all in all, pretty quick and easy to use. And a look that I could continue creating all the time. I think it's a very transitional day to night type of makeup look. So I would love to hear in the comments down below, what are your favorite products that you got in IPSY and BoxyCharm this month? If you're subscribed to those, or if not, just let me know what kind of makeup looks you've been enjoying for the month of December. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.